Hi. In my series of upcoming classes, I want to get rid of some really common myths that I hear over and over again. So for example, one of those myths is people coming and they're like, oh, my other practitioner told me my hips are out. Well, our hips are always out. There is no such thing as perfect symmetry. So those are a couple of things that I'm going to be exploring because the focus of the next series of classes is on this area of the body. And this area of the body so often relates to pelvic floor issues. It relates to our digestive health. It relates to back issues. And it also relates to hip problems. And in the way that I teach, it combines therapy and it combines physical movements that come from yoga, that come from qigong, that come from functional exercise disciplines, and a deep sense of the quest towards wellness. And wellness often starts with really being able to take a full breath out where you can go, okay, all right, now I feel like I'm at home in myself. And this then relates into our nervous system. So that's a lot right there that I'm giving you. And in this series of classes, we're going to look at how all these things go together. So what we're going to start off by doing in the first class is looking at our own patterns of asymmetry. And over so many years of treating so many people, as I said before, I've never found symmetry. And I've never found symmetry for good reason, because we are dominant in one eye, we are dominant in one ear, we are dominant in one hand, we are dominant in one leg. We have organs that we have a heart slightly over to one side, we have a liver over to one side. We're not symmetrical beings, even though we have two legs and two arms. Therefore, the body holds within it natural asymmetries and it holds within it natural symmetries, and the two work together. The body also, right from the get-go, through just simply the way that you were lying in your own mother's uterus and the way that you were born, and then the way that in which that you developed your movement patterns, you have all sorts of strain patterns in your body that are inevitable, that are part of living, part of the human experience. But the body is able to adapt. And the adaptation should give us ease in our movements. But it's the maladaptations and the repetitive strains, and then sometimes the traumas, the traumatic injuries, that create the problems. So we need to have an understanding of what it is to move with a sense of ease, and also a sense of feeling into the fullness, the comfort within our body, which is kind of a nervous system thing. And so really to recover from injuries and to set yourself up for good health going forward. So this is like a vital investment. I'm going to teach you how to feel your own patterns of ease. And we're going to do that by standing up, and I'll be teaching this in the first class, and then really feeling into the nuances of how you hold yourself posturally, the slight twists, the slight kinks, the slight places where you put a bit more weight forwards here, maybe a little bit of a rotation here. And we'll find our way into that really with a quiet, introspective awareness so that we can get into our feeling sense. Very often with stress, we are tapped out of our bodies. It's not hard to come back into yourself. It just takes about 15 minutes of a guided practice that kind of feels like a meditation, but this is like the embodiment meditation of just coming home into yourself, to your feeling sense, so that you can finally heal. So first class, this is what we're going to be doing. And then from there, when we have a sense of, okay, this is how I hold myself. Oh, wow, now I'm more aware. Oh, I do this, I do that. Then we have to give the body what it's craving, which is acceptance. A sense of, okay, you don't need to change. All right, you've been doing a good job just going along, holding these strain patterns and helping me walk around in the world, even though this maybe gets achy, this gets tight, this gets a bit painful. Okay, all right, that's okay. But now that you feel where your body is holding these strain patterns, Okay, now how can you start to change them? After we've said to the body, okay, it's okay, it's okay. We don't need to change anything. But it's kind of a trick that I use when I'm doing hands-on treatment, that I put my hands on and I feel all the different strains that are there. And then I have to mentally tell the body that it's okay. And it creates this kind of spaciousness that, all right, all is well, right here, right now. Just in this moment, all is well. And the body can take a sigh of relief. And that's this nervous system magic. Beautiful nervous system magic. And it's magic because it's not entirely rationable and explainable. It holds some mystery, which perhaps in 100 years, when technology is a bit different, won't be mystery. But right now, without the proper scientific tools to explain what happens, I feel over and over again that when I put a sense of acceptance into my hands, once I feel the patterns and I feel the strains and I feel the real kernels of tension that the body holds physically and emotionally, there is a breath that happens, which is like a physical breath through the whole body, as well as a diaphragmatic breath of acceptance. And it's something that you can create for yourself, and something that you will have probably felt many times when you actually get into that state of okay, all right, oh, I feel like I'm back, kind of coming back into balance. So from there, then we do start to look at like, okay, well, what if I do this? What if I do that? And from there, we start to bring in some exercises where, with an awareness of the nuances, then we can start to actually build some fairly simple re-stabilizing exercises. And we can do some strong core exercises, and we can do some more gentle, subtle ones to get into the postural muscles, and we can do a bit more nervous system work. And so this is what I'm going to be teaching over the next few weeks, and it really combines therapy and movement, and teaching you how to be your own practitioner, your own medicine person, to give your body what it's been craving for so long, so that as you go forwards in life, you really start to feel like, okay, wait, I've got this practice, and it combines some good core strength exercises. So if, like me, you're out in the garden kind of bending over too much and straining your back a bit, it's like, okay, wait, here's what I can do to bring myself back into stability. And here's what I can do when the stresses come, which they always inevitably do, that set us off track. And this is going to be about healing our pelvis, healing our pelvic floor, getting better digestive health, and getting better back health. And then from there we can expand out to other areas of the body. But that's what I'm going to be teaching in this next small series of classes. So please come and join me. Okay, that's what I got for you.